Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. This is coffee time again, and this is Sami. And today is 9 May 2023, and again from Netherlands. As you saw today, we made application here, or let me say, a C# Blazor register login, and it was without database. And let me say something, just show you logic behind that, and you found that also internet also. And now let me say we want to make use of database. I want to make a new project here, Blazor server app, but this is really important here when you want to make it. And then when you come here, you see here I have a Blazor app, server app, just next. Now here, let's say this is YouTube IUT, for example, okay? And now I say here next, and here in this page it say authentication type, okay? Authentication type, I want to say individual accounts, okay? When I create it, what will happen? In fact, what will Visual Studio generate for me? It generates just a Blazor server app, but with two folder extra area. We see identity, there is some pages there, accounts, login, logout, okay, a package. And in data it say we have here application DB context as a standard. These are our standard what add, okay? Let me first of all run application. Just take in consideration that in normal application we are inherit our database from DB context, but here we inherit from identity DB context. And this is if I say, for example, you see in all the projects this identity context, and we have for database context identity context to use for authentication and identification, and other one used to get data. And now application runs now, okay? Let's go to the home page, which is this one. You see here exact say register login about. So let's click on register. We are coming on this page. Which page is this? We made nothing. Which page is that? Let's see here. Identity, pages, account, shared, login, login not, logout, and here you will find everything what you need. And let me say pages, for example, which one was that? Login display, for example. All pages are here, component. But let's see here, we want to make an account. We want to make an account. Sami at yahoo.com password. Now I want to save it, register it. You say you don't have any database yet. Add migration. Let's check our, let's stop this. We don't have any database yet. Let's go to our application setting. You see connection string, which is YouTube ASP.NET, which is this one, okay? And now the only thing what I want to do, I'm coming here to package manager console, and I say here for example, add migration first for migration, and now I want to make those tables. Let's make those tables in SQL, which is now, as you know, the name is YouTube and start with. Let's go to our database and look at this YouTube. I'm going there and let's structure of the tables. Let's see structure of the table. This is it. Rule, claims, and here users. If I'm going to users, you see data here. Here you see nothing now, okay? And now let's again run this application. This is our database and password hashed and all codes are here and auto and it's auto generation. This is a register. Let's again do the same thing. Let's say for example register, and voila, it says registers confirmation. And so let's refresh our database, and here is it, and we can also send email confirmation. But the thing, and now let's say we are now registered, and now let's log in, for example, Sami. Nothing, because we have nothing. And now let me stop this, and I'm going to home page here. Let's say let me write it, or no, let me not write it. I want to do something. Look, now we have data in our database, okay? This is first part, and now how we can now retrieve data and say, for example, this user is authenticated for that, for example, okay? For those things we need state let me say I want to say make, for example, because if you go to program, you see here these are authentic, these are automatics added. And now let me go here, for example, I want to change the main page with my code here, and which is that nothing. It say we have here a string user authenticated, and here is simple. If we call that user, which is login, if it's authenticated, just show the name, say this is authenticated, and very simple. If not, not. With other words, if that user is in our database, you say okay, authenticated. If not, you say not. Okay, let's see or what. And let me, the user not authenticated, okay, because nothing here happened. Go to login, for example, if I say Sami now, and then say password, and say login, let's see, say invalid attempt, and now let me go here and let me see, or which is, for example, let me go for let me authenticate. I want to make a class here, for example. Let me make this here. Doesn't matter where, you know where you put it. I want to say I have new C# class here, and the name is this provider, and that's C#, and I want to replace this class. So simple, and it goes to implement the standard thing, okay, which is authentication provider. And then I want to put it in my data, in my container, which I want to get access here, and which is I say builder. Oh, Jesus Christ. Here, put it here, and now build. What's the problem here? Builder dot service dot add scoped, and like that. Let me see your what says. We had an error, we had to check it. Someone let's see, go back. And what is the problem now? Services. 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 Look at here. Look at here. Test user. And now let's say logout. I want to say I was Sami. Let's see. Go back. Let me see. First page. Let's register user. Like this. Register. Login. Let's say for example I go to services. Let me see here. Let me see. Where is my test user? Test user. Even kijken. No, I don't want to implement custom. That's the thing. Just show you how it's this. I want to comment this. We have some problem here in authentication. Let's see why I can't account login. I'm coming here. Account login. User dot identity name. Okay, that's okay. Register login, and then here login. We want to account manage index. Account manage. It wants to go to index. Okay. What is here? Login display, which is if it's authorized, it wants to show it. Otherwise, I see no problem here. And now I rebuild it. And then I'll run it. Okay. Let's say login. I don't know why I'm not getting that. Oh yeah, here. Look. Now you say Armin at Yahoo is authenticated user. And what it wants to say here, it wants to say, for example, now look at here in index page here. I say very easily this. What can I say? I say now, for example, I can say here, if a user authenticated, show a list, or show, for example, I don't know, his items, or what. Here is roles, and this is the thing. You can use this as offline also, and JVT can also, you can use this as, you can also add this to your project, because if you look at now here, I have no database, I have no application context to my database. I haven't. I have only for my user, which is authentication identity DB context. Let me open other projects for you from my, for example, if I'm going to a YouTube component project, which is we use in other videos. If I'm going now to my application DB context, which is, as you see here, we have here also database. And if I'm going now here in my data, here, it say DB context, which has access to the database, which you put your data, for example, items, but which we use for identity that is actually inherit, or let me say, where is it, from identity DB context. This application has the connection to database, but which database? Only identity context. And if you want now make database, you make other database, we make other database here. Instead, say that one wants to implement DB context or wants to make changes, and like this you give users identity and authorization, say how deep they get access. For example, if I say here fetch data, you see a table. We can say if user is authenticated, then he can see this page. Okay, and now guys, have a nice day. See you in the next one.